छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटे सुनेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटे सुनेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटे सुनेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटे सुनेरो आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल, आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल, ईशान नीरो मदन गोपाल, ईशान नीरो मदन गोपाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटे सुनेरो खाली खाली गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल, खाली खाली गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल, श्याम बदन नीरो मदन गोपाल, श्याम बदन नीरो मदन गोपाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटे सुनेरो मदन गोपाल। छोटी छोटी नथुनी छोटे छोटे हाथ, छोटी छोटी नथुनी छोटे छोटे हाथ, बंसी बजावे मेरो मदन गोपाल, बंसी बजावे मेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटे सुनेरो मदन गोपाल। छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुबन गाँव, छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुबन गाँव, रास रचावे मेरो मदन गोपाल, रास रचावे मेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल, छोटे सुनेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटे सुनेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटे सुनेरो मदन गोपाल, छोटे सुनेरो मदन कृष्ण मुरारी जी आके बसे मन बावे, ओ बांके बिहारी जी आके बसे मन बावे, कृष्ण मुरारी जी साँझ सवेरे अदड़ू फिमेरे बस तुमरा है नाम सावड़िया बस तुमरा है नाम साँझ सवेरे अदड़ू फिमेरे बस तुमरा है नाम सावड़िया
प्रेम सुनो नारायण भगवान की जय। Most revered, our dear Shrotas, our Gandharvas, dear devotees, our children, respective parents, Pranam, Swagatam, those virtually with us, welcome. Welcome to this very first session of Garuda Purana reading. In this most serene and divine time of Pitru Paksha. And yes, it is the most divine and blessed time. From the inception, when we hear of Pitru Paksha, especially for their elders, it is not such a good time. Oh, my dear Bhaktajano, it is indeed a blessed and an appealing moment for all of us. Tonight, as Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, the prana deity of this mandir, provide this most splendor of an opportunity for us. Having performed our Murti Puja earlier, listen to most appropriate renditions by Mahalakshmi Narayan Gandharvas, eluding our mind away from this material world and placing the feet of Bhagavan Shri Krishna Sriman Narayana. How blessed, how fortunate we are in this Pitru Paksha, which commenced Saturday gone. As we continue to trottle away on this path, through the courtesy and patronage of the devotees and leaders of Mahalakshmi Narayan Mandir, we afford this opportunity to put aside a little bit of time again to Bhagavan, to our Parampitas, to those who have gone beyond. As our scriptures, our Shastra says, they visit us in this period. What do we want not to say to them? We always say in all the mode and medium, I wish if that place that call heaven have a phone line. I wish if I can have another word with them. I wish if I could do this. I wish if I could do that. We say all the time. My dear Bhaktajano, according to Sanatana Dharma, the soul of our loved ones continue to exist. Either they're in some realm or sphere of the universe, they come back in the kingdom of plants or animals, or they're born again, or they're among us. The adoration, the love, and that devotion continuously pull towards them. Because in every soul, every one of us, Bhagavan Shri Krishna lies. My dear Bhaktajano, this moment, as we once again have a listen to those most appropriate renditions, once again petition our mind to God, very shortly, we will look at a few shloka from Garuda Purana, which is highly recommended in this period. We will understand what is this Puran. There's so many Puranas, Itihasa, Mahabharata, Upanishads, Vedas. What really is real, Bhagavad Gita, and so forth. But my dear Bhaktajano, Garuda Purana, we'll understand a little more. Many of us would have listened to Garuda Purana Katha. Many of us would have been in satsang with Garuda Purana Katha. Tonight, to all our loved ones who we have lost, who we know and who we do not know, we dedicate this Mahima to our loving one's souls. Bhagavan, as we listen, may the wavelength of mantras and bhajans and energy transfer as they are with us. We bow our head down to Bhagavan as we commence our pravachan for tonight. Oh. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Shri Mahaganapataya Namah. Shri Saraswate Namah. Om Lakshmi Naranaya Namah. Om Radhavara Krishna Chandraya Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaschandikaya Namah. Om Shri Surya Navagraha Devaya Namah. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana
Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinavriditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. My most beloved devotees, today Bhagavan create this most splendid opportunity for all of us. I say special word of welcome to each and every one of you. For the Lord wants us in His Naumi Sharana. For the Lord wants us in His satsang. Bhagavan needs us to continue to fuel and to illuminize this jeev. You see, in a diya, the wick is pretty much important. The katora, the little bowl, the diya, whatever we have is very important. But the wick alone cannot do its job. The wick is there, the oil is there, the torch is there, the matches is there, everything is there. But if you do not light that lamp, it will not illuminize or brighten, isn't it? Oh man, we could know the Vedas. We could study the Vedas. We could do puja night and day. But if that puja, if that spirituality, if that scripture is not doing something for us, then we would not find that true light with our Parampita Paramatma. Tonight, this is what we are striving for. Tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday morning in this free session of Garuda Purana, Bhagavan, we want to know the truth. We want to identify with the truth. We want to stay on path with our dharma, with our path of conduct, our code of conduct, what we ought to do. This is our sankalpa. This is our vow. In such, I welcome all of us tonight to Mahalakshmi Narayan Mandir, personally and also virtually. To my dear brother Pandit Jo, bahut swagatam. Welcome, and I know you'll stay with us this evening. And all our devotees will continue to be a spiritually and livid one at the feet of Bhagavan. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha
Nirvignam Kuru me Deva Sare Vikareshu Seveda
Saraswati Maya Devi Hansavayani Dayani
Vina Pustak Samayuktam Vedyadanam Chadevamam.
पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि
तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्।
ॐ जयन्ती मंगला काली everybody
भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते।
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च
नन्दे गोपा कुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं
विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं सुभाग्यम्।
लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं
योगिवेद्यानिगम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरणं सर्वलोके करुणातनम्।
सर्वलोके
करुणातनम्।
तदेव लगनं सुदिनं तदेव ताराबलं चन्द्राबलं तदेव विद्याबलं देवबलं तदेव लक्ष्मीपत्तितले युगं समर्पयामि। ॐ अनादनीदनो देव शङ्खचक्रागधाधरा अक्षयपुण्डरीकाक्ष पितृमोक्षप्रदो भवे। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा
गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
Everybody, तस्मै श्री
गुरुवे नमः।
हरि ओम शांति
शान्ति शान्ति हरि ओम तत्सत्।
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन बंदो चरण कमल भगवान बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन। So that Sri Ram, my dear devotees, all of us raise with this ghee, all of us grow with this ghee, and because of our parents, because of our grandparents, because of our great-grandparents, because of some relationship, we were taken to mandir, we were taken to satsang, we were taken to that path of spirituality. If we never sing before we know this ghee, Bhagavan, I worship you, O Lord. भगवान, you dwell where bliss is, where Anand is. Hey Kamala Raghunandan, whatever we do tonight, not for me. Whatever we are doing today, Bhagavan, not for my loved one. But oh Lord, everything is for you in the form of your mitras. जिनके कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति,
जिनकी कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति,
जिनके कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति,
जिनकी कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति,
पावत जन बतन और चंदन,
पावत जन बतन और चंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुन, ओ बंदो चरण कमल रघुन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन, बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजता,
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजता,
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजता,
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजते,
जनक सुता युत दुष्ट निकंदन,
जनक सुतायुत दोष निकंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
दो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
दीन तप और जन्मरण भय,
दीन तप और जन्म मरण भय,
दीन तप और जन्मरण भय,
दीन तप और जन्म मरण भय,
दूर करत छिन में जनरंजन,
दूर करते छिन में जन रंजन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
दो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
ओ बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन, ओ
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
ओ बंदो
चरण कमल रघुनंदन।
प्रेम श्री सीतारामचंद्र भगवान की जय, राधवर कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय, लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय। अतः श्री गरुड़ महापुराणम परप्राप्तस्य तदोनि कर्मकांड कस्य पूर्वकांड परभायते। ओम नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वती चैव ततो जयमुद्यारीयते। नमस्यामि हरिरुद्रा ब्रह्माणां चा गणादीपं देवी सरस्वती चैव मनोवाक्कर्वी भई श्रद्धा। This Garuda Purana is, my dear friends, is referred to as a Vaishnava Purana. in lieu of Bhagavan Sriman Narayan. It is referred to as a Smriti. My dear Bhaktajano, this Garuda Mahapuran, many a times, we affiliate Garuda Puran only with death or rites of passage, which is the very final samskar. As a Sanatani, and tonight I see some pens and papers coming out. Please do. Please write these things down, my dear brothers and sisters. I always say, I might have to ask you for help one day. Because I'm sitting here, because the book is in front of me, I can tell. I myself do not remember these things. But we have to help our community. We have to help our brothers and sisters who are drowning in ignorance. Remember tonight, and henceforth, we are trying to alleviate, illuminize, understand. We pray every day. Asato ma sadgamaya. From the asat to the sat. From the untruth to the truth. This is what we want to realize. That is why we are given this human form. Only human form can seek God realization. Only human form can gain moksha. Then is when the fruit is ripened. You see, if you get fuel that is dry, and you add that fire to it, right away it will blaze. But if you get wood, lakri, that is soaked in water, all that will give you is smoke. All that will give you is smoke. Meaning, we understand the scripture, one of the Puranas, why we are here. Now we have to be an ordained student, an adhikari, a qualified student. You see, today, you write the resume in such a way, what they want to hear, you tell them. Isn't it? You look around at all the university to do your master's, where you think you can get in. And don't even worry with the rankings anymore. Who like to watch news will know. It's all just a joke. Nothing against these people out here. But the rankings itself, my dear Bhaktajano, but this is authentic. This came from the Vedas. In the time as it get for our understanding. If, I always say, if we are blessed to look at a manuscript, an exact page of what was revealed to our rishis and munis in the Vedas, we cannot comprehend. It's just like language there. No swaras, no nothing is there for you. Like how these authors put it in book today that we can follow. You see? And we can follow and they make it like, for example, I always say, if a baby, if a child, a 3-year or a 4-year asks you, thunder is striking there and lightning is striking, one of the intellectual parents will explain and tell them what is happening there. But if their grandma is telling them, you hear a whole different story, isn't it? Grandma will tell them 2 men a fight at up there. And this happened and that happened and like that. But in other words, grandma with the experience is giving that child that child can bite on and chew on and understand. Isn't it? You and I in the times of Satyug, Treta, Dwapara, Kaliyug, various scriptures was given to us. Vedas we cannot comprehend it. Look, even today, we cannot even comprehend the Bhagavad Gita. When an intellectual dissects a verse, preface, surface, etymology of the word, you wonder for know if you will listen to Bhagavad Gita for your whole life. It's not like all foreign language like that. My dear devotees, these Puranas was given to us in story forms, so we can able to relate to it. We can take a little bit and satiate our mind and go with it from there. And so, this Garuda Purana, my dear friends, is one of the 18 Puranas. And in this period of Pitra Paksha, It is given, Garuda Purana has many episodes. Garuda Purana talks about one of the most important samskar, Antim samskar. As a Sanatani, there were many samskars in the days of yore, 60 something like that. But in Adi Shankaracharya, samskar is rite of passage, purification path. Purification of what? The body? No. We say we bathe with water, isn't it? We bathe with water and water makes us clean. Why? The fishes. That stench that comes off of fishes, you cannot get rid of, and they spin and bathe in water all day. The body, when you do samskar, from Garbadan Punswan Simantoyam, G, Garba, Punswan Simantoyan, GPS, the original GPS, which orchestrate your destiny, just picking up from where you left off in your last birth. In that Garba, may that womb hold that child, conceive. Just after Viva Sanskar, sometimes we do it, or when we find out that the mother is pregnant. Punswan, Simantoyam, Namkaran, Jatkaram, Nishkaram, Karnavi, piercing of the ears, Munda, shaving the head. We do all of this, we know this. These are all called samskar. Upnayana, sacred thread. Vidyarambam, commencement of studies in school. All these are there. And my dear Bhaktajano, Viva Sanskar, of course, wedding ceremony. And of course, the last one is called Antim Samskar. This one, when we come, we are begging for that soul. As the soul come in that womb. Here, when the body is dropped, rites of passage is done to allow that Atma, that Jeev, that spark, to go back to God. To go back to the realm, to perform its innate and inborn duty. We hear so much about life after death today in the material world. You see the queen died. Somebody's coming up, a little boy. I don't know if you follow the news. He's living, I think, in Australia. And he's claiming he's the reincarnation of Princess Di. He's telling how the accident happened. He's telling about his two sons. This is our sastras, our Puranas, our scriptures telling us this. Now we are listening to these, and because it's coming from the hierarchy, the higher up, does sound like real. But when it comes from our scripture, who says something? Who write them thing them that again? We go like that. My dear Bhaktajano, I told you, you have to have faith, the belief. You have to have the belief and faith in your Bhagavan. Garuda Purana tells us, my dear friends, we all scared of death. What really is death? We all scared of death. What really is death? You know, you're only scared of something when you're not au fait with it. Think for a little bit. We're not going too deep tonight or tomorrow night. Let us have a nice rap. Let us have a nice rapport, a nice gap. If there's anybody who want to ask any question, feel free. I hope I could answer, but I don't say it, so I got a lot to roll. Then I will dissect my kata. My dear friends, we're just having a free-flowing conversation. Anything you're not prepared for, your fear. If you have an exam, young people, you have an assignment due, and some complication, you get crashed in a way. There you said, the thing crashed, you couldn't save your work, Pitamber. The system crashed, I didn't get to save my work, I didn't back it up. You get all agitated and nervous. Nobody can talk to you. Nobody can walk past your door, your room, and stuff like that, isn't it? But if you know your onions, as we say, right, Ash? If you know your work, no matter rainfall, sunshine, snow, it doesn't even matter. A baby crying next to you on the train, you're going or you're coming, you don't care because you're well prepared, isn't it? Many of us, when we hear the word Yamraj, man, attack them, you have the man. Natak them, thing them dahi. One auntie tell me, Baba, when you're done this puja, please carry all the black tail. I don't want nothing in the stay in my house. I say, why? Because we associate black tail only with death. When the thing stay, he go call Yama. He say, alright, we'll carry free. Like that. That's how we fear death. That's how we're scared. That's how we're ignorant of our dharma, my dear friends. We need to understand death. What is death in a doha? A tree and a leaf. And yes, Grandma, in those days, mountain used to fly. Tree used to talk. Have a little bit, yes, Naila. Between a leaf and a tree, permit me as we chant this doha.
Bolo
Please sing along. Please feel the energy of our departed loved ones.
Bolo
Everybody, please sing along.
Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram.
Pata charata yo kaha, sunu taruva banaraya. Pata charanta yo ka, sun taruvar banaraya. Abhi ke vichurat na mile, दूर पर गे जाया.
Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo
Everybody,
Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram.
तरुवर पासयो कहे, सुनु पाता एक बाता. तरुवर पात सोया कहे, सुनु पाता एक बात. यह कर यही रीति है, एक अवत एक जा.
Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram,
Paat jarata yo kahi. The poet is telling us what is death. Don't be Pharaoh, man. Understand you were here many millions of births before. And this is just another one. Like going to bed last evening, I have to do this, I have to do that, I'll get this done, I'll get that done. Having such immense and implicit faith that you will wake up in the morning, isn't it? But do we know if we will wake up? Yes, we did, of course. Here, the withered leaf, the leaf on a tree, is falling off, O man. And O tree, the leaf is saying, please listen to me. Now I have become separated from you and going to a distant place. We will never meet again. The tree replies to the fallen leaf, O leaf, listen to my word. Yaha Garuda yahi rahti hai. Listen to my words. In this house, there is this rule. One comes and another goes. Rules we have to assimilate with, isn't it? If mommy say we have to tidy the room, we have to put our dishes away, like that. We have to follow, isn't it? Huh? And if you break the rule, we have consequences, no? First time warning, second time like that. It comes and goes, oh man. Only when we are ignorant of the fact, we are fear of death. We are fear of death. You see, from the days of yore, this has been happening. If you understand what is death, when you finish your work, there is no purpose for you anymore. In Kiskinda, who were the two brothers in Kiskinda? Anybody can tell me?
Bali and Sugriv.
Bali and Sugriv. Yay, somebody revised. Good job, good job. Let us give him a round of applause. Bali and Sugriv. Who was Sri Ram's friend? Anybody? Who was Sri Ram's friend? Are they alliance? Let me mini. Sugriv? Okay, somebody says Sugriv. What do you think, Sugriv? Yes, somebody say yes. You see, Bali came and Sugriv came and Nala came, Jamwan came, Hanumanji also, don't forget about him. He also came to help God to do right things. Right, Auntie Yul? Bali came to help God. All of us, I tell you this before, don't take it lightly. Uncle Heman, maybe in the last birth, we must be Indra Bhagavan. And we fall a little bit and we come back on earth for make it up for go back. All of us could have been Devatas. Don't feel Indralok and Yama and these gods, they're permanent. No. The position, the portfolio, Mr. D, is permanent. But people change roles, like a CEO in the company, no? Not one CEO that are forever, but the title remains CEO, isn't it? As they show you the door next one replace, like that. Same thing with these deities. Even Yama, his position, the role, the portfolio, the serious Yamaraj, Dharmaraj, disciplinarian, that portfolio is there, but it changes. And so, all of us, Bali when he came to support Sri Ram. But then he got a little swayed, he got a little tossed up in the head, and he started to do Dharmic things. He joined with Ravana now. What you say? You give them asylum, no? Protection, nobody can touch them. Like that you say. Bali gave Ravana asylum, and Bali was a guy who he had Ravana under the armpit like this. You know, the boys play wrestling and so sometimes. Bali was such a powerful guy. He had Ravan there, and we know who is Ravan. The devotion, the brilliance, the intelligence, the devotion, that is connoted with the name Ravana, along with his 10 heads and so forth. Bhagavan Shri Ram had to allow Bali to go. Bali, there's no other purpose for you here. Some people will question, oh, how God's so wicked. He shoot the man behind his back and so forth. The whole story, we can't go down that today. My dear friends, We must understand when our purpose is finished, we must let go. We must move onwards. We must move onwards. And in this period of Pitra Paksh, when you sit and listen to Garuda Purana, when you do kind act, when you do that's one of the main tenets of Sanatana Dharma. May you call it tithes, you call it zakat, you call it whatever. We call it dhan, charity. It's there. We must do, especially in this time, because our foreparents, our loved ones, come here to visit us, to seek their blessings, to see what you're doing, and we are not doing nothing. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, Narayan Bhagavan, in a dialogue with Garud, the bird, the vehicle of Bhagavan Vishnu. Just as how Bhagavad Gita is a dialogue with Shri Krishna and Arjuna, disciple, a friend, this bird is the Vahan, this eagle. Garud, my dear Bhaktajano, he is the vehicle and he sees many atrocities of this world and he wants to act. And he and Bhagavan Sriman Narayan Vishnu had a dialogue. And Bhagavan Vishnu is telling the status of our parents. Maybe parents be here or not, you can't change the title, children. Permit me as we chant this shloka in Garuda Purana. What Bhagavan Vishnu tells us about our parents.
नंद के दुलारे प्यारे नंद के दुलारे नंद के दुलारे प्यारे नंद के दुलारे जय 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 श्री कृष्ण चंद्र नंद के दुलारे जय जय श्री कृष्ण चंद्र के दुलारे
प्यारी नंद के दुलारे
नंद के दुलारे प्यारे नंद के दुलारे
दुलारे प्यारी नंद के दुलारे
नंद के दुलारे प्यारे नंद के दुलारे
जय जय श्री कृष्ण चंद्र नंद के दुलारे
जय जय श्री कृष्ण चंद्र नंद के दुलारे
पिता मात्रस्यं लोकान नास्यता देवं परम् तस्मार्ता प्राणालेन पूज्यते पितरो सदा जय जय श्री
कृष्ण चंद्र नंद के दुलारे जय जय श्री कृष्ण चंद्र नंद के दुलारे
जय जय श्री कृष्ण चंद्र
नंद के दुलारे जय जय श्री कृष्ण चंद्र नंद के दुलारे जय जय श्री कृष्ण चंद्र नंद के दुलारे
Bhagavan, Narayana, Vishnu, Krishna, Mukunda, whatever you want to call him. Pitri Matri Samloka. There is no Godhead. Bhagavan says, there is no Godhead on par, equal to, with either one's father or mother. My dear devotees, our scripture says, Matrideva Bhava, Pitadeva Bhava, Acharya Deva. Ma is God. Dear devotees, Ma is God. Our Father is God. And even if they're gone beyond, what would you not do? What would you not do to at least try to appease and try to help and try to make them on a higher platform? In this spirit of Pitrupaksh, my dear friends, they tell us, therefore, one should always worship the mains. One should always worship our Pitras. One should always worship our ancestors. Understand again, the ancestors is not different from your Bhagavan Shri Krishna. You are not no different from Bhagavan Shri Krishna, Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. We are all Vasudeva Kutumbaka. We are all one piece of cloth, cut and woven differently, you might say, but by that same spark of Parampita Paramatma, my dear friends. We are that one piece. May we here, may we in a different world, may we in the plant kingdom, animal kingdom, wherever we are, our loved ones are. Dear Bhakta Jano, understand that you are doing everything for your Bhagavan. We are no different. This body might appear different. Our color might look different. Our size might look different. We might come from different parts of the world. But my dear devotees, understand, we are all one. We are all one with our Bhagavan. And so, in this spirit of Pitrapaksh, you offer your Tarpana. You offer your Pindadan. It helps to bring. It says Pindadanam, my dear devotees, create a body. Pindadanam, create a body. After consigning that physical body to Kravya Agni, to that fire, to that chitta, to that water, to the earth, whatever way we choose to go do funeral rites. But Kravya Agni, my dear friends, when you make offerings, it brings immense joy to our Pitras. And you know, Karna, my dear Bhakta Jano, Dhanavir, he allows us to have this period. And in this Pitra Paksha, continue to offer your Tilanjali. Continue to perform your good charitable act, your Pindadanam, whatever the case may be. Because as children, as offspring, one of our debt, Pitrain, one of our debt, DEBT, that we have is to repay our foreparents. That's one of our debt. When you perform, Panajo will tell, when you perform these samskar, the mantras is asking when you want a putra, you know, and we know this is a big thing in Sanatan Dharma. Putra, you're asking for a son. You're asking for a son because you want the son. Imagine the son not come yet, but you already got work for the son according to our Upanishads and scriptures. May he able to pay back the debt to our generation name, pay back the debt to society, pay back debt to gurus. All his revelation and texts come from where? Magic. They're revealed to our rishis and munis, and they put them in text so that we can inherit and benefit. That's why when we do Tarpan, we do Dewa Tarpan. We offer Tarpan to the east, to the god. We do Rishi Tarpana. We offer to the east. Deva Manva Tarpan, we offer to the north. And then we offer to our south, Pitri, our ancestors. My dear devotees, as a Manushru, as a Grihasti, as a Hindu, as a Sanatani, if we want to call ourselves, we must know our basic duty. Plenty people say, well, where all this thing come from now? When we raise back home, we never know about this. Me not change, me not do them things they say, me not do what me not know about. Have you ever heard those conversations? You heard this before. But my dear devotees, when you are in Guyana, you ever go in an elevator? Me not talk about now, eh? Me not talk about now. So don't be too smart with me. When you live in the countryside, you know how one traffic light? Eh? Panajo? When you're in Guyana and I even ride one donkey, much as a car. That's a joke, eh? You're right. When you come, everybody drive now, isn't it? Look how many things we started to do. Look how many things we started to do. We started to eat different. We started to cook different. We forget about the masala and so. There's pasta business, sauce, and this kind of thing we got there. Look how much thing we adapt. Look how much. Misha want to tell me something. Look how much thing we adapt. Look how much thing we are doing, isn't it? But when to come to puja, to prayers, to dharma, me not do them thing them da. When you been there, always know about white ball. When you come here, look how much fancy thing you know about guys and girls. And look how much fancy thing we trying. But you don't want to try to pray. You don't want to change. Look how nonsensical we are, my dear brothers and sisters. Once you know better, it's obvious you do better. That's all it is. Just be open. Just be open, my dear friends. We know in our time, a female would not be allowed to go to the burial ground. A female will not be allowed to perform Shraddha Karma. Certain castes, certain this is not allowed to have sacred thread, like that. We all know this is nothing strange. But today, we are doing different, isn't it? Today we are teaching our children different. Today we are educating them, we are giving them everything. What we didn't have, we say. We want them to have more of it. My dear devotees, Pitri Paksha is a time, a grihasti ashram. When you're a marriage household, you must offer tarpan. You must offer tarpan. It's part of our duty as grihasti. It's part of our dharmic path. Just don't say I'm a Hindu only when you gotta get a wedding to do, or a jandi or kathar puja or havan to get done, or a funeral rites, I'm a Hindu, or your name is a Hindu name. What else about your Hindu? What else about you is a Sanatani? Once a year you call Baba, I'm still thankful though. Do little jandi, katha, puja. Yeah, strong Hindu, you know not talk them thing there with me, you say. You don't know nothing else. My dear devotees, understand, the same way you strive for knowledge, the same way you strive for education, academic, ambience, nice home, luxuries, nothing is wrong with that. You have that, we have that in us. Evolve. Master didn't come to tell us to have self-actualization. We know about that. My dear devotees, perform your duties, perform your right act. In this Pitri Paksha, we still have a few days remaining until the 25th of this month to perform kind act, charitable act, conscious act. Do these things, my dear devotees, and it will bring immense blessing to your pitras. It brings immense blessing. You imagine. That's why we elderly have a saying, when somebody come to your house, don't ask them, you want to drink the water? You want to drink the water? What you want to drink? Don't ask them. Yeah, no, it's modern time now. But we raised with a culture, you give it to them. Even if they're ashamed for drinking soon and reaching the car, they'll gobble it down. Like that. If you don't want to give them something to eat, atiti, yet your uninvited guests, God come in whatever shape or form, just give it to them. Don't ask. Well, today you ask your allergies and stuff. We know. Whole different world we live in. Can you eat this? Can you eat that? I understand that bit. But my dear devotees, perform your kind act. Perform your duties. Tomorrow, time is running very quickly. I know we still have a little bit wrap up to do with Kirtan. But tomorrow we will continue. When you do not perform these acts, when people who fail to perform these acts, and this is not to fear you. Some people say, man, what kind of scripture you got? Them scripture only fearful. Tell me when you study the highway code and you don't understand the demerit points properly. If you do it wrong, you're going to fail. If you don't do a 3-point turn and a cop catch you, you're going to get what you're looking for. Isn't that fearful too? Everything is either you do it the right way or the wrong way. And when you do it the wrong way, you pay consequence. My dear Bhaktajano, right, Pitambar? My dear devotees, when you do not do this for your loved ones, You know, one devotee says, where all this thing come from, man? When you do not do it for them, they face predicament. What they become in the spiritual world, it's not to fear you, but to educate you and tell you. And the Garuda Purana is accessible to all of you. You can have PDF copy, you can have this copy, you can have electronic copy, you can read it in English. Download it, view it, go to the chapter called Pret Kand. And you'll be able to educate yourself also, especially in this period. Because remember, our first duty, Brahma Yajna, to study the Vedas. As a human being, every day, Panch Mahayajna, study the scriptures, know the scriptures. Our very first yajna is to study the scriptures, study the gods, do prayers every day. Pitri Yajna, Tarpan every day we're supposed to do, not only in Pitrapaksh. Do that. Respect uninvited guests. They come, give them a seat to sit, warm, treat them with love, respect, adoration. And of course, lower classes of animals, your trees, your animals. You see, being a dog in Canada is a good thing. You can pray for that. But not being a dog in Guyana or Botswana or someplace like that. And the same dog, want to drive a front seat, want to go to the spa, and want to get hot mar on the back. Like that. Abuse. Have you not seen? My dear devotees, tomorrow as we look in Garuda Purana, what becomes of our loved ones when they suffer, where they live, when you left the home unpure, untidy with God's name and havan and ceremony and chanting and pujas, where they reside and the ruin they bring to our life. That is why we are called Putra or Putri, to take them out of that hellish, that hell-like situation, even if they are there. Only you have the capacity and the whatever you needed to get them out of that dungeon-like situation. My dear devotees, tonight we pray and ask, Bhagavan bless all our Pitras, all you wonderful souls who came out to support Dharma. May Dharma continue to protect you. Righteousness, your family, your loved ones who have gone beyond. Bhagavan bless you. Bhagavan bless our Pitras. From them all of us came. And may we continue to aspire, because one day we will go that path. One day we will traverse the path. And of course, what you do, I always say this, and we have many parents in this room. I'm a very young one, but elderly parents with grown children. Children do not listen to you. They do what they see you do, what we do, my dear devotees. And honestly, when you practice this, they will know, they will see, and when we go on the other side of the world, they will continue to do this kind of. But if we don't do it, them gonna say, well, it's okay, I can, if mommy wasn't doing it for she, mommy and daddy, but me can skip one day too, like that. My dear devotees, please think about it. The soul never dies. We know this. We talk this a million times. Gita tells us this. Krishna tells us this. The soul never dies. It comes again and again. Tonight, I thank each and every one of you, loving servants who have gathered here physically and virtually. My dear devotees, will have a bhajan or two very quickly, and then we'll go to Arati. Thank you to my dear children. Thank you to all you. I want to say happy birthday to my dear daughter, Yashika, who is celebrating her Janamdin today. I pray and ask Bhagavan bless her with good health, strength, happiness and prosperity. At the feet of our Pitras we bow down to. And to all of you who are celebrating something or the other, we pray and ask, may you continue to be the recipient of this material world. Prem Solo Narayana Bhagavan ki jai.
जो तुम मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, जो तुम मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोलते कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण, सुबह शाम बोलते कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण, जो तुम मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, जो तुम मिटाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा।
हरि का ध्यान लगा मन मेरी, मिट जाएंगे सब दुख तेरी, सब दुख तेरी। सुमिरन कर ले सांझ सवेरी, मिट जाएंगे सब दुख तेरी, सब दुख तेरी। हरि का ध्यान लगा मन मेरी, मिट जाएंगे सब दुख तेरी, सब दुख तेरी। गगन में कन कन में है प्रभु जी छाया रे। इसमें मन की आकी कोली, उसने उसका दर्शन पाया रे। भय जो नर हर की माला कर पर जूता मेला रे, और माती है झूठी माया रे। भाई कौन साधन ले जाएगा कौन साथ धन लेकर आया रे। भाई जग में सबके रहने बसेरे, साथ किसी की कौन चले रे, कौन चले रे। हरि का ध्यान लगा मन मेरी, मिट जाएंगे सब दुख तेरी, सब दुख तेरी। सुमिरन कर ले सांझ सवेरी मिट जाएंगे सब दुख तेरी सब दुख तेरी ओम राम कृष्ण हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे 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 गोपाल कृष्ण हरे गोपाल कृष्ण हरे हरि का ध्यान लगा मन मेरी मिट जाएंगे सब दुख तेरी सब दुख तेरी
Prem Sula Narayan Bhagavan ki jai. Thank you, dear devotees. Thank you to our dear children of Bhagavan. Before we go to our tea, I have this special privilege and honor. Tonight, among all our humble servants, we have another humble bhakta. I think the very first time he is gracing us in this temple. A stalwart, a humble human being, an individual who have worked relentlessly to propagate, to sustain, and to help Sanatan Dharma. A leader in our community, a friend of our Dharma, and soon for myself and our beloved Pitaji Pandit Joe Jaglal. Many of you know him with many professions and so forth. But as a human being, Pandit Joe has been so much kind to me in many years ago as we come together in the society to work, to help, to raise funds for individuals or a temple. And himself, I can remember this very well, and Pandit Dev Ramutar, who was with us during our Bhagavati Yagya, had always tell me from the days of yore, they will do fundraising, they will help, they will assist anytime. And so, my dear devotees, with COVID and all other that went under, it's a difficult period, or was a difficult period. And we have sustained, we have grown, we have gone different direction. But yet for all, we remain friends. And so, tonight I have the privilege, myself and him, we had a very short collaboration a few days ago. Many of you know, throughout the year, devotees of this temple, virtually, and of course here in person. We have a packed year, activities after activities, spiritual, social, fundraising, etc. All in the purpose of building Dharma, sustaining, elevating, propagating. And so it is important, my dear devotees, that I introduce to you this wonderful soul, my dear friend, a brother in Dharma, a friend to Mahalakshmi Narayan Mandir, Pandit Joe Jaglal. Please, he will introduce us, he will tell us a little bit. Of course, many of you know my gala, our gala, the Mandir is coming up, but of course, he will give us a little more insight who want to collaborate and to help us at this temple to propagate Dharma. Over to Pandit Joe.
Thank you very much, Reverend Panditji. My dear children, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, Sadar Supreme Namaste. First of all, I want to thank Panditji and all you wonderful souls for giving me this opportunity to be among all of you blessed souls walking on the path of liberation. Yes, I've been a friend of Panditji for the longest while. I visited with him once in the other location in Beauvais. And yes, we talked for a number of years of doing something for Mandir. Brothers and sisters, I'm here to say to you that those of us who've gone around, and Panditji have heard this many times, man, why another Mandir? Too much Mandir. Or you've also heard statements like, Mandir, we can pray at home. Brothers and sisters, I'm here to ask you, where else would you be able to go other than a mandir to get nectar from the Ved, the Ramayana, and the Bhagavad Gita? Physics and chemistry is very good. It teaches us and it allows us to graduate and have an income to grow our family. But what to do and what not to do? Garbhadan sanskar, Simantonian sanskar, Jatkaran sanskar, Mundan sanskar, all of these, brothers and sisters, how to grow your family in religiosity, in spirituality, can only be had from mandirs like these. But mandirs like these takes a lot to run. And one more important thing, Bhaiya, and I'm very proud of you for having this. Without this, brothers and sisters, fathers, all of you, mothers in the audience, will you agree with me? As an older Aja in our mandir says to me, and the people at home will call me Virjo, and he says, he knew me, he said, Virjo, I'm so happy because when one foot is in the burial ground, I am happy to know that all you younger ones will carry on Dharma. I was much younger then when he told me that. He's long gone. But that statement is so true, Panditji, because what you're doing there, and Panditji said it right, reading to who? When you are creating, we are creating in mandirs like these, we are washing minds and we're filling them with nectar so that they can go on creating a new world of their own to make this universe noble. And that's why mandirs like these are so important. That's why Pandits, like our brother here, it's so vital to have a learned source who can expound from all of these. And to that end, brothers and sisters, I'm here not to talk about the nectar coming from the Ved, Bhagavad Gita, and Ramayana, but to talk to you about and to launch and to all of our hundreds of brothers and sisters online on Facebook right now, and those who are on your channel also. We want to say to you tonight, Lakshmi Narayan Mandir, we are launching our gala event, our gala and concert on the 12th of November in Brampton. It is going to be one of the most spectacular events. Fashionable? Yes. Musically in tone? Absolutely. We will all come out with our best because your Panditji wants all of you, and he make mention of the fact that events after events in the past year. So he wants all of his children, he wants all of his brothers and sisters to come and enjoy a night. And I think that's why you didn't go to a banquet, to a community center or to a restaurant, right? Because you want your family, this is his family, to enjoy a beautiful night. That's where I also come in, brothers and sisters. For those of you who know me, I have been part of our community, helping every and any other organization raising money. The last concert we've done was a virtual concert for Pranav Ashram with Swami Bhajananda. Not sure how many of you watched that online. Did any one of you see it? Raising hands? Yes. $263,000 we've raised from that. Never ever done in the history of Toronto and Mandirs on a one call, on a one sitting. So tonight we want to say to you, it's a different format. It's going to be a live dinner, gala, concert. And we're getting 3 of the best performers to sing for us that night. We'll have live music. One such is Amisha Patel. Not sure if you've heard of her. She has traversed Toronto and been all across Canada and the United States. She's going to be with us singing also. They all have their YouTube channels and their Facebook. You can check her out. In fact, as soon as the flyers come out, you can be able to check out their names. The next one is one of higher magnitude because she opened the concert for Ben Parag when he came here at the Rose Theatre. And that name is Sumanna Ganguly Dey. One of the most special voices. In fact, when she opens her mouth, you will be entranced. She has agreed to be part of our headliner. As of right now, as of this afternoon, we do not have confirmation yet on the male singer, but we know who he is. But I can't mention his name until he gave us confirmation. But rest assured that your Panditji and your directors and your executives are working profusely. We have exactly 2 months left to make sure that this concert comes out well. Now, we're not going to make any money on your tickets. Your tickets will come to pay for your food and your entertainment. Where we will make money from is the sponsorship. And that's why I want to call on all of our brothers and sisters and those on you online. I want to ask businesses to partner with us. Come on out to the event. We're going to have booths for you. We're going to expose your business much more than you will help to grow our society by equipping our children with the tools necessary so that they can go on building a better life than we have. We're looking for your support. We're looking for your sponsorship so that Lakshmi Narayan Mandir can grow from strength to strength. And when we have, and I think half of the audience that we have here tonight, or more than half, are children. And this is very special because you go into many mandirs and you will see 90% are seniors. So when a mandir with a leader like Panditji, who will really give these children the tools necessary to make them men and women of tomorrow, then brothers and sisters, all of you in business here in Toronto, you don't have to be in the GTA region, but anywhere, if we would like you to partner with us, we have a special sponsorship package that we will send out to all of you. Please reach out to us. You can reach out to me. You know I'm a beggar, but I've never begged for myself. I've never begged a dime for myself, but I've always begged for institutions where we can give something to our future generation, to our children, to our community. So I ask of you once again, as I come to you umpteen times, I ask of you once again, open your hearts and help us so that this gala will be an awesome one. And Bhayaji, what's the location? I forgot the name.
Brampton Convention Center.
Brampton Convention Center. It's at 410
Canadian Convention Center.
Canadian Convention Center. One of the most beautiful locations that you can go to. People go there for receptions and so. We are going there for our Monday reception now so that all of us can have a wonderful time. November 12th, mark the date, save the date. In a week's time, your flyer will be out. Save the date, brothers and sisters. You're going to have a wonderful, wonderful night. You'll be able to enjoy beautiful food and be in the company of all your friends and families. You can be able to save a table also. 1, 2, 3, 4 tables for your family so you can all sit together and enjoy a night. Wonderful. Are you all excited of what's to come for your Mandir? Are you? I hear the bigger claps there. You know what that means? Our children are saying to us, yes, ma, yes, daddy, because this will certainly help us in years to come. Is that what you were saying? Absolutely, I thought so. So once again, Panditji, thank you so much for this time. We are also looking, I spoke to Panditji about this, Bhai Naresh, you're one of them. We are looking for support. We're looking for help. Pandit Jageshwar, And Joe Jaglao, we can't do it alone. But we come together as a mandir, as a team, put our shoulders to the wheel, the result on that night can be immensely, immensely positive for this mandir. Are we all on the same page? We want that to happen? Thank you so very much for this time, to be in your company, and the work now begins. We have just launched to the world our gala event for Lakshmi Narayan Mandir, Canadian Convention Center in Brampton, 12th of November at 6 p.m. Mark the date. We're going to flood social media within the next few days with all information needed. Panditji, thank you so very much. Brothers and sisters, all of you children, I'm very proud of all of you and what you're doing. Please do not stop. I see a wonderful face down there who I've known a long time as a leader of our youths. Here it is. You are the future generation. You are the ones who are going to take the nectar of our teachings to the far corners of the world. Keep going on. Panditji was one day as young like you guys, all of you. I chaired my first concert when I was 14 years old in Guyana. And today, all of those people have gone on, but we have people to thank who have helped us in this journey. Thank you so much, Panditji. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste, Panditji. Let us give him a round of applause. Thank you so much for that. And of course, my dear devotees, Panditji only giving you the tip of the iceberg, but you know, when you look at that iceberg, you don't see what's going on beyond the water. And I want to say thank you, all our children. All our children will be featured, all our devotees, everybody. There's so much of volunteers we need, and soon after here tonight, please approach us after Aarti. Please see with us. Volunteer in any way, shape, or form. We need volunteers to get this work done. We will coordinate everything, but we need hands. We need hands to get it work. I want to launch my first magazine for this gala. We have to have editorial people. We have to have so much to get done. We have to have so much work to reach out to sponsors, following up with them, calling them. You'll send them an email, oh, it went to junk, it went to spam. No, they say, Byro, I didn't get it, I didn't find it, you got to probe them. There's so much will have to happen, but we have to be on top of this, and I know we're capable of doing this. Thank you so much, Panditji, for keep the fire alight, and let us continue to reach out to anyone. For anyone who can be able to contribute, to volunteer, to somebody you may know. It's not about you, but someone who you can know to help us to sponsor or to volunteer to do something. Once again, thank you so much. As we light the fire light, we will continue to go. Devotees, remember in this Pitra Praksh, we still have our food drive going. Please remember to bring out whatever you can have to volunteer to give. Our youths are running that, to give shelter and homeless and so forth. Please remember to participate in the duality, charity, blessings to our Pitras. Tomorrow, please join me at 7 p.m. Sunday morning at 9:30. Monday evening for Shiva Puja. Navratri commences on the 26th. Please join me. We have a few days remaining to sponsors. There are 4 days remaining to get sponsored. Please see myself or Auntie Nadi so we can able to get them sponsored or to prepare bhojan or to sit to do puja, whatever you can do. Please, thank you so much. Kevin, special thank you to you tonight, son, for being here. Bhagavan bless and be with you. And all you loving devotees, thank you so much. Let us all stand for Aarti. Yani kani kshapapani janamantara kritanischa tani tani vinakshante pradakshanaye pade pade.
आरती कंज बिहारी के श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कंज बिहारी की श्री गिरधर कृष्ण मुरारी की बिहारी की, श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। गगन समेत कते काले, हे काले, राधिका चमक रहे आले, हे आले, रतन में ताले बने आले, भ्रमर से अलग कस्तूरी तिलक, चंद्र से ललिता चली श्यामा प्यारी की, श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। आरती कांज बिहारी की, श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। जहाँ से प्रगट भई गंगा, हाँ गंगा, कलश करे हारित श्री गंगा, हाँ गंगा, स्मरण से होत में हो बंगा, हाँ गंगा, विशेष विशेष चिता के बीच हरे अंग के चरण छवि श्री बनवारी की, श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। आरती कांज बिहारी की, श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। आरती कांज बिहारी की, श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। जय भागवत भगवान की, हे आरती, पापियों को पाप से हारती। जय भागवत भगवान की, हे आरती, पापियों को पाप से हारती। हे अमेर ग्रंथ मुक्ति पंथ, पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। ये अमेर ग्रंथ मुक्ति पंथ, पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। हर ज्ञानी वरदानी, हर ज्ञानी जग के मंगल की आरती, पापियों को पाप से तारती। जय भागवत भगवान की, हे आरती, पापियों दिखाने वाला, बिगड़े को बनाने वाला, ये मधुर बोझ के पैद कोल सन मर्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़े को बनाने वाला, श्री राम घनश्याम सबकी महिमा की आरती, पापियों को पाप से तारती, जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से तारती। मेरे कृते मुक्ति पते पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला, मेरे कृते मुक्ति पते पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला, हर ज्ञानी वरदानी, हर ज्ञानी वरदानी, जग की मंगल की आरती, पापियों को पाप से तारती, जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से तारती। पावन पुनीत का हुक्म मिटाने वाला, हरे दर्श दिखाने वाला, ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत का हुक्म मिटाने वाला, हरे दर्श दिखाने वाला, हे सुख करने हे दुख हरने, हे सुख करने हे दुख हरने, मधुसूदन की आरती, पापियों को पाप से तारती, जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से तारती। मर्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़े को बनाने वाला, मधुर बोल जग पंथ कोल सन मर्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़े को बनाने वाला, श्री राम घनश्याम, श्री राम घनश्याम, सबकी मंगल की आरती, पापियों को पाप से तारती, जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती, पापियों को पाप से तारती। जय श्री राधा, जय श्री कृष्ण,
कृष्ण कृष्ण,
श्री राधा कृष्ण मुखे चंचल चित छोरे शुभ सवारे सूरत भोरे शाम शाम एक से दोरे श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः हो जय श्री राधा जय श्री कृष्णा श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः
As we clasp our hands tonight, thinking of our loved ones who have gone beyond, Bhagavan, wherever they are, maybe we pray for them. Here, in this country, in this world, in this universe, Lord. Bhagavan, may you continue to allow us to realize you are mother, you are our father, you are our friend, you are our strength, you are our everything. We totally surrender to you. Together, हाथ जोड़ो, आँखें बंद करो, प्रार्थना करो, clasp our hands. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव
त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव
मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तहीनं जनार्दनं यज्ञपूजतं मया देवा परिपूरं करोस्तु मे ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय
तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय.
Let us all bow if we can to Parampara, to Gurus of all Gurus. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu,
गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः.
Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Hari Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sah. प्रेम सो लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय. राधा कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. सत्य सनातन वैदिक धर्म की जय. महालक्ष्मी नारायण मंदिर की जय. संतन की जय जय. Sitaram. Dear devotees, once again, thank you so much for coming out to support us, to support Mandir, to support Dharma. Thank you so much for all of you who make that special effort to come to defeat of Bhagavan and also to celebrate with our dear daughter Yashika. Thank you so much for myself and Pam, and to all you wonderful souls. Thank you, and please join us tomorrow evening as we commence once again second session of Garuda Purana Katha, and Sunday morning we conclude our Sunday regular morning service. Please participate in Aarti, your Bhojan, Prasadam, and of course return home safely. Once again, dear devotees, thank you so much, and please continue to support Dharma, and let Dharma continue to support us. Narayan Bhagavan Ki Jai.